Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to our event today, and a special welcome to all the Surface fans who are joining us right here in New York City, as well as everyone online. It's just been a fantastic, I would say, multiple months preparing for this event. In fact, just the other day when I was in the lab looking at all of the things that you're going to see today, I was reflecting and I was reminded of my very first computer, a ZX Spectrum, a Sinclair ZX Spectrum, and I got it in 1982. I so distinctly remember it was an 8-bit computer, had I think 16K of ROM. The basic interpreter was on it. It had 48K of memory. And I remember that blinking cursor, even today when I first hooked it on to my TV, and then the rest is sort of just what I am so thankful for. That sense of wonder is what, and the empowerment I felt is what I always go back to. That's what computing has always meant to me. And today's event is about continuing that journey in some sense. In our case, we started this journey 7 years ago with the launch of Surface. With the Surface, we focused on 3 very distinct big ambitions. The first was, in a world where computing was going to get embedded in every place, in everything, we wanted to put people at the center of every device experience. And second, we wanted to innovate across form and function, especially with a focus on how can we drive that next level of creation, that next level of productivity. That was sort of the unique thing that we wanted to make sure computing stood for. That's sort of what led to the first Surface Pro 2-in-1. The Surface Hub, we created that ultimate computing machine for teamwork. The Surface Studio was created so that the desktop could transform itself into a canvas for creativity. And with HoloLens, we created that first mixed reality headset that could bridge the digital and the physical worlds. The third ambition we had, perhaps, is the most critical one. We didn't just want to build an experience and one device, but we wanted to build experiences that span all the devices in our lives. To us, we wanted to ensure that we could even have all the senses that we want to use to interact with computers span that experience, whether it was ink, whether it was touch, whether it was speech, gestures, gaze. We wanted to have that natural instinctual UI across all of the experiences. And today we'll share the next chapter of this journey. If the last decade of personal computing was focused on consumption, more browsing, more shopping, more binge watching, which all have a place under the sun, that's all fantastic. But we believe that the next decade will be about creation and amplifying what we can do as humans. It's that ambition that grounds us in our mission to empower every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. It underlies the approach to Surface. It underlies everything we'll talk about today. So help me welcome Panos to the stage to show you what we've been working on lately. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's cool. See, this is why I love coming to New York, honestly. It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun standing out here. Thanks for coming. You kind of hear Satya talk about so many elegant things. And before I get started and jump in, I want to first kind of talk about how humbled and blessed I feel to be up here representing so many teams back in Redmond, in India, in China, the Windows team, the Office team, the Devices team. I am grateful to work with you every day to bring these products and and just make the creations that you've created. So thank you. As Satya talked about, what we want to do, what we continue to do, what we always think about is putting people at the center. Putting people at the center of everything we do. And in Surface, we do that by supporting our customers and what they need. And it's actually incredible to see what our customers are doing with products today. It's magnificent, actually. I wouldn't have dreamed of it. I remember about 5.5 years ago, it was a Super Bowl. There was an Empowering Us All campaign that Microsoft had put together. It was inspiring to me at every level. And that's when we were introduced in many ways to Steve Gleason and what he was doing with the Surface. And the way he used it and the way he transformed the way people think about using products, to me, is the inspiration that we always talk about. And whether you're Michaela, who's also super inspiring as a teenager CEO and what she's able to accomplish, or Colette, race car driver, but then using Surface to enhance the details of what she's accomplishing, that's the sort of thing that inspires us as a team. That's what it feels like to us, put people at the center. Now, each one of them inspires me, but you know who also inspires me, and you all know this because I share it every year. It's these little girls. That's Anna, Sophie, and Bella. They are the light of my life. No offense, Kostas, you are too. And Mary. All right, I got a whole list, but these girls, they're special for sure. And last year, we talked about my daughter. We talked about Sophie. And we talked about how she plays the piano. And here she is a year later. And in order for Sophie to play her best, that piano, it has to be ready for her. It has to be tuned perfect. The bench, the right height. Her sheet music at eye level. Everything's stable. Balanced. And the instrument she's playing, that's the technology. Now, Sophia, she needs the right instrument. She needs the right instrument to be creative. Just like each of us need the right instrument. Each of us, we need the right device. So when all the pieces line up, you can stop thinking. You're just inspired to play better. Like Sophie here. You can see it, just watch her. Watch how her body sways. Watch how she feels the music. Her fingers are fast, they're sure on every single key. She's just feeling everything else disappear. It's just her and her music. She's in her flow. Right now she's creating. You can see that. She harnessed all the energy, all the advice, the inspiration, the teachings into a creation, and for her into beautiful music. Look, that's a 13-year-old girl smiling. You know how hard that is to do? Do you have any idea how hard it is? First, I don't smile, and worse, I can't get her to smile. She's amazing. Do you know what that is? That's a great moment. For her, she was in her flow. And then, it wasn't just about being in her flow. It was about what she accomplished when she was in it. And it was how she felt when she accomplished it. Now, we all have those moments. Not just thinking, but feeling. See, the piano here magnifies Sophia's musical mind. Just as Surface can magnify your mind. Okay, look around this room. Each of you, I'll help you. Here you go. Each of you is using devices, and some of you actually are using more than one right now that I saw back there, which is impressive, by the way. This room is a symphony telling a collective story of today. And what you'll hear today is about new platforms, new silicon, and new form factors. a new opportunity for each of you to pick the instrument that's best for you, the instrument that'll get you into your flow. An entirely new set of devices to move this collective symphony forward. Now, I'm pretty pumped to get into the product, so let me jump in. I want to start with one of our most beloved in the Surface family. Actually, this laptop, Surface laptop, is the highest customer satisfaction of any laptop on the planet. We're proud of that for sure, and it's only getting better. Take a look. Okay. That's cool. Thank you. But buckle up, we got a long way to go. This is Surface Laptop 3. You can see its craftsmanship. It's meticulously crafted. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But what makes it so beautiful? On a product like this, it's the details you can't see. It's the feeling you get when you're using this product. There's no reference on this product to how it came together. There's no lines. It's soft on the eyes. We talk about what the first read is and how that draws you into the product. When you open it, it's instantly on. It's always available for you. You can see me opening it with one finger and how good that feels just to get in and get what you want done. Now, there's parts of the laptop you could never compromise. And so let's talk about them for just a sec. The keyboard, think of this as the piano keys under Sophia's fingers. The critical nature when you put your hand down to think. We deliver 1.3 millimeters of perfect travel, about a 19 millimeter pitch between keys and this ever so subtle dish on the keys. So when you put your finger on it, your finger just floats right in, and then it brings this perfectly silent typing experience, which is so important. We've also increased the trackpad by 20% from Surface Pro 2 to Surface Pro 3. This was important because that precision pointing is also critical. Don't miss that. I know it's a mouse. It's been around for a while. It's the first piece of hardware that I made, but I will tell you, it's pretty critical if you're using a product without a mouse. It gets pretty tough to be productive. Now I want to take you inside the device for just 1 second with me. Now I want to show you a few other changes when we say we design a product from the inside out in a product like this, which is so important. Now we continue to focus on the purity of this design, which was critical. But we also, for our commercial customers, we wanted to add the elements of serviceability, repairability, things that matter for customers. When you put people at the center, what do we need? I need to change the keyboard, I need to change the screen, but you don't want to affect the beauty. You can't. All that elegance goes away. Most of the time when you make a product that's serviceable, there's lines, there's extra weight, there's extra thickness. You'll see what I call trap doors. I can't look at them, they drive me crazy. But on this product, we've done none of that. I just want to show you really quick. We have the same perfect design on the product, but just like that, the top can simply come off. And you can still feel and see the beauty of this device. I have a disclaimer, so let me just do that really quick. Don't try that, okay? Don't do that. Like, don't call me or send me the tweet that says, I tried to rip the top off and now it's broken and it's your fault. So do not do that. There actually is some tools to make that happen, but the point, being able to repair and service a product without at all impacting any of the beauty of that and the elegance is critical. Okay. I now want to show you the new Surface Laptop in this beautiful sandstone finish with a fully integrated aluminum chassis. Now this product, it takes on a beauty all its own. There is no question. When you take a first read of aluminum that is this clean, it is inspiring. There's no finger scoop. There's no speaker holes. There's no rubber bumper around the screen. If you're using a non-Surface device, any one of them, and it's metal right now, you can look at it. I won't pick on you too much because I'd have to go to the back of the room. Well, by the way, good job. And then if you look, and there's a few back here, you'll look around between the screen, and I just want to make this so you understand this point, between the screen and the metal, there's always a rubber bumper here on any metal laptop you've picked up. And the reason is because when you close it, you want to protect the screen. But really with that relentless nature in the Surface team to make sure every single detail is thought through, to make sure that the product all the way through and through gives you that first read in perfect elegance, it still comes to truth. There's no rubber bumper. When I say and said earlier that it's the details you can't see, that is a perfect example. It's exactly what you can't see on this product that draws you in. It is what pushes it to that level of beauty. But the other thing that pushes this product and that people love is performance. So let's take a minute on that. So Surface Laptop 3 is incredibly powerful. We're using a quad-core 10th gen Intel part, and this is in the 10 nanometer Ice Lake family from Intel, which means you're getting incredible performance in that same thinness and beauty of the product. It's pretty impressive what Intel did here in partnering with us to make it happen. It is 2 times faster than the product that's already the highest customer satisfaction rated product on the planet, which is awesome. This we're very proud of. And to put it in context, it's good to put it in context. If you're using a MacBook Air right now, this product is 3 times more powerful than the MacBook Air. That's just context. I didn't really think you'd clap for that. Customers love this laptop. They love it. They really do. But some want more screen real estate, and we've heard it. We've heard it. Now we're excited to announce to you the new Surface 15-inch Laptop 3. Look at that screen. There is nothing out here that compares to it. Nothing. This is a product that feels almost weightless relative to its size. You throw this product in your bag and you move full speed. You want more real estate, more screen, because that's what pushes you to more productivity, because that's your piano keys. Fantastic. Fantastic. And the display itself is so vibrant. You can feel the colors popping off of it. It's virtually pixel free. You can't see a pixel on it, which makes it beauty come to life because you see the things you want to see, and it's so easy on the eyes. And part of our contrast ratio and the color calibration we do, it all comes out on a beautiful screen like this. Now we talk about how we obsess on every single part in this product. And the team has been working with AMD for quite some time to build you a custom experience on this product specifically. I'd like to introduce to you the AMD Ryzen Microsoft Surface Edition processor. This is cool. This is the most powerful mobile processor AMD has ever created, bar none. It is incredible. It's actually the fastest processor for any laptop in its class today. We co-engineered this entire platform alongside AMD, from the silicon to hardware and through Windows. Every single detail thought through to bring you that perfect experience that you love with Surface, and I know I'm pushing the boundary, but it's all there. Now, we also created unique cores on the GPU for Surface because we wanted to push the performance to levels that brought people like me able to play Fortnite and try and keep up with my 9-year-old daughter, but I can't, but I try. But boy, does the device work great. Now, in this case, I can't get into my flow because I'm terrible at it, but it's pretty amazing how performant the product is. Now, with all that performance and beauty, with all of it, I want to talk to you about another important feature of the product and its battery life. You still get all-day battery life, but I also want to introduce you to fast charging across the entire Surface product line you'll see today. Fast charging is important. Yeah, I heard the wow. What you see there is 80% charge on a full-powered PC in less than an hour. That's what you get in your mobile phone today. Let's talk about putting people at the center. Why did we go push the boundary here? It's not just because it's cool and it is a great feature, but it's what you've come to expect. Every day you charge your phone, and it charges about at that rate. That's a mobile processor being charged very fast. But working with Intel and AMD to solve these challenges that say, let's push the boundary here, and let's give our customers a consistent experience on how you have to think about adding battery life to your products or adding a charge to your products. This is a very cool feature. I'm pretty excited about it. I can see you are too, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you. Now, I hope you love this laptop. We hope you love both of them. The 13-inch laptop is on pre-order right now, as is the 15-inch laptop, with the 13-inch starting at $999 and the 15-inch starting at an amazing $1199. We're pretty excited for you to get it. It'll be in your hands on October 22nd. What do you think? Okay, with all that performance and beauty, you know, we're pretty proud of it, but I want to switch from what we call the most loved laptop to the best-selling two-in-one on the planet. Let's talk about Surface Pro. I also happen to believe that this is the sexiest form factor out there. That's my opinion. You can see the generations here of the product that come to life, and we're pretty proud of that. And we're currently in our 6th generation of this product. And Robin Seiler, the CVP of Devices, has been with us on this journey since the absolute beginning. Refining, perfecting this product for our customers, and driving the product forward. She's absolutely the best person here to tell you about the next iteration of Surface Pro.
You know that I have to start with one sentence. I'm so pumped to be here. I'm holding the new Surface Pro 7, redesigned from the inside out. Surface Pro is the most popular two-in-one on the market. Over 75% of our Fortune 500 companies purchase Surface devices. And today, we're introducing the next generation. We've seen our customers embrace this form factor and do incredible things. Customers like Connie, an artist whose instrument is her paint and her words. Her creativity comes to life on her Surface Pro. Take a look.
Art has always been a part of my life. It really was my survival tool, and it was my best communication tool. When I was first paralyzed, I really didn't think I would make art again. One day, my husband and my occupational therapist were sitting there, and he goes, "You seem to really just want to make art." In anticipation, with knowing the progression of this disease and how it was happening, I had gone looking for a computer that would kind of grow with me, and that's where I found the Surface. The Pro is so lightweight, I don't leave home without it. I can be at a doctor's appointment, I can be sketching, I can be writing, and I love the pen. It even works like a pencil because it has tilt. And in OneNote, I found that there's a setting on there for paper. Yeah, and now I have multiple notebooks, so I have all my journaling, all my writing, everything goes into there. My life is on that Surface Pro now. And the nice thing is that the friction from graphite and paper or charcoal, it makes my muscles tire faster. And on that glassy surface, there's no friction. So I actually have longer working time before my muscles tire out, which is beautiful. So it's like my new love. I guess I'm having an affair on paper.
Every time I see that video, I'm so inspired. You watch her bringing her creativity to life with a pen in each hand, simultaneously drawing. And I'm pretty sure my entire life is stored in OneNote at this point, so I can completely relate. It's people like Connie that drive us to look at every detail again and again. And with the new Surface Pro 7, we wanted to continue to deliver the innovation while maintaining consistency in the features our customers love. And with that target in mind, our design and engineering focus has been on power, performance, and better experiences. Oh, and adding USB-C. At Microsoft, we build products that are designed to work the way that you want to, in the most natural way. And for different people, that means different things. It's a combination of mouse, keyboard, pen, voice, all made so simple. Let me show you. For those that know me, I'm an avid hiker. This is my family. I hike. My kids call it a forced march, but that's just them. Let me show you how I plan my hikes. The way that I start is with Edge. This is the new Edge browser. Great browsing experience, optimized for battery life. So it's fantastic. And I'm using one of our type covers. Fantastic typing experience, 1.3 millimeter key travel, and a precision trackpad. So everything that you need to be productive. I'm going to pull some information from across the web, and you see the number of tabs that I have open. I'm a pretty big planner, and so making sure that I know exactly what I'm doing on my hike is important to me. The Edge browser allows you to pull information from all of those sources into collections. I'm starting with AllTrails. AllTrails is the website that I use to plan every single hike. It has all of the miles, all of the elevation, and every map that you need. And while I was doing some research, I didn't realize that the Appalachian Trail covers nearly 90 miles in New York. And so I thought I'd go take a look. With collections, I can simply pull over a list of all of the popular day hikes. And this one here looks interesting. Anthony's nose might be a little bit difficult, but it'll be okay. I can pull over text that describes that hike. Rated as difficult, maybe, maybe not. And I always like to know where I'm going, and so I'll pull over a map. Now, the power of this is not just pulling together the information, and you can see that I have weather, I have driving instructions, but the ability to share it is even more important. And so I can go over here, and I can simply send to Word or send to Excel. So let's do that. And with that, I'm going to switch to pen. And I am a big fan of the Pro because of its flexibility when you want to use the pen. Today, the Surface Pen works across all Surface products. And the Office team has done some amazing work so that you can work however you want to across the products. Now, let's see, here's my document. All of the stuff with all of the sources. And, there's this little lake here. And so I think it would be great to just take a detour. With a few simple lines, I can communicate much more simply than if I had to write the text behind that. And so you can see how powerful pen is. The other thing that Word can do is it can now do inline editing, which means you can literally delete or add with your pen in the document. But I talked about personalization, and so I'm going to use comments to personalize this communication. I am not the best artist, but my husband knows well what my art looks like, and he burns pretty easily. And so I'm going to make sure he knows that what's most important is he remembers sunscreen for this hike. When he opens that document, he sees something that is clearly from me, and that's pretty cool. The other thing that I can do this is going to be a great hike. That's even faster than I could have typed it. I love the ability to do voice to text across the platforms. And that sound was captured by the new studio mics, which are also in Surface Laptop. Studio mics are optimized for your voice. They're placed perfectly and tuned so that we capture what's coming from your mouth rather than all the background sounds around you. And when we say we build our products as a company, this is really what we mean. The sound is crisp and clear. But there's another product that uses the studio mics, and that's the Earphone app. That's my husband. He doesn't have the best timing. So Earphone app gently prompts you, and this is a new feature that is coming available in the next few weeks, where your phone calls are integrated right into the Surface where you're working. So my Samsung phone can stay in my pocket, and I can either accept this call, or I'll just reject it, and it will send a text message right now. That integration is so incredible. Let me show you one more. Whenever we bring out the pen, the Excel people always get a little bit upset. When are you going to bring pen to Excel? And so let me show you this new feature. This is my hiking tracker, and I'm gonna do Anthony's nose. Sorry, I have to turn on editor. Anthony's nose. And that's 7.6 miles, 2421. And what's even better is you can simply update it whenever you need to. So imagine yourself up and about, holding your Surface in your arm, bringing your pen to the glass, and letting us do the rest. It's incredibly powerful. It's magic. This is the Surface Pro 7 and some amazing features of Office. It's available for pre-order today, and it starts at only $749. So just as we integrate all of our devices with Office, we wanted to do the same with our audio products too. Last year, we entered a new category with Surface headphones, and we saw how important comfort, battery life, and great sound are to the audio category. Today, I want to talk about our latest addition to the Surface audio lineup. We designed these with Office to bring your best productivity experience to your ears. Take a look. These are the new Surface earbuds. True wireless earbuds with amazing sound, comfortable to use all day, with long battery life, and a little bit of magic. The sound is beautifully tuned, both for your voice and your ear. Each earbud has 2 mics per ear and filters for better noise reduction, letting us pick up your voice rather than the sounds around you. They work on any platform and have 24 hours of battery life. We know with an earbud, comfort is critical. And so we applied the same relentless nature we use with all Surface devices. We looked at many options for ergonomics and weight. And with the Human Factors Lab, we created a simple design that balances against 2 points in your ear, creating all-day comfort and stability. But what else could we do? We talked earlier about natural interaction, and we wanted to bring that to this. There are touch sensors on each earbud to help you navigate music and calls. You never have to take out your phone. I know that when I'm hiking, if I take out my phone, I'm done. I'll get lost in work. And so we added an intuitive feature to help you stay focused. On Android, with a few simple taps, you can open Spotify and it will start to play the right music for you in that moment. There's no screen required. You can play, pause, skip, or change the volume with just gestures. So let's talk about the magic. How do you take earbuds and make them more productive? You at Office. Let's take a look. Think about voice and the power of it. The simplest thing is really what I'm doing now, using my voice and some incredible imagery to share some ideas with each of you. But not everyone can hear your voice. And so with this new capability in PowerPoint, the captions you see on the screen are created by the earbud in my ear, Microsoft Office, and Azure Cognitive Services coming together to create captions in real time. That's really powerful. We can also change the language. So if you aren't presenting and speaking the language of your audience, we support over 60 languages, and it will translate as you speak, just as it did here. Surface earbuds will be available later this year, starting at $249. We hope you love them. Thank you.
Amazing. That was amazing. Robin's amazing. Those products, I love them. I love them. I can't wait till you get your hands on them. The team did some amazing work on them. Now, it's been 9 years since we made this next prototype. 9 years. Satya said we introduced the product 7 years ago, and 9 years ago, this is what we had. This is what it looked like. It was literally, there's a string that creates a kickstand. There's some duct tape. There's, and it's not really the product you're using today at all, is it? And fundamentally, it was this idea that, hey, could we think about what the next form factor could be? And you just saw Surface Pro 7. And that is the evolution. But today, I want to show you what's next for the 2-in-1. And as the world becomes more mobile, cloud-based, as we all focus and think about what is the intelligent edge going to push the boundaries on? We wanted to push the boundaries, create a product that's this perfect intersection of mobility, productivity, and speed. And the dream was, let's take a mobile architecture, same architecture you find in your phone, but then let's push that to a fully functioning, powerful PC. Take a look. So this is Surface Pro X. It's a cutting edge 2-in-1. We push the boundaries here. We believe this moves this category forward. It's 5.3 millimeters thin at its thinnest point. It's worth looking at if you can see that. I'll give you a view right here. It's pretty thin. It's incredibly light. Incredibly light. It's 1.68 pounds. You can see how easy it is to hold. It's got these gorgeous chamfered edges, so when you put it in your hand, it doesn't feel wonky. If you hold another 13-inch device like this, or a 15 or a 14, you can kind of get a little out of balance. But in this case, the most important thing was to bring that same balance. It also comes with this unmatched modern design, which is a pretty interesting sense for this product line. It's very different. And when you look at a product like this, for us, it's about craftsmanship. It's about pushing technology to that boundary. And for those customers who love to push the boundary, this is a perfect product. Start with the display on this product. This still has that same 12-inch chassis that people that use Surface Pro love. They love. We know that size matters. We don't want to mess with that. However, we have a 13-inch diagonal, so from corner to corner on this screen. We did this by making the thinnest bezels possible on a 2-in-1 and that are out there today. And so when you do that, you get all that screen real estate. It gets bigger. It's pretty incredible. But you also keep the same size in the product that matters. The beautiful high contrast on this screen with the high readability that comes with it, this is about staying in your flow on a product like this. What do you want to do? Get in, stay in. It's soft on the eyes, 2880 by 1920 resolution with 267 DPI. I know I geek out on stuff like that, but it is really, really, really powerful screen, and it's worth talking about just a little bit. How do you create a combination? How do you create a combination of pixels, performance, thinness, battery life? How does that all come together with constant LTE connectivity? Let me introduce you to the custom Microsoft SQ1 chipset. So this is a chip that we're super proud of course, but it brings together the Snapdragon Mobile DNA alongside an integrated AI accelerator. Now, ARM chips, they normally run at about the 2-watt range. So if you're using a phone today, it's probably pushing around 2 watts, maybe a little bit more, but not much. But we also know how important performance is to our customers, so we wanted to push power on this product. And with the design of Qualcomm's engineering team, they are amazing at what they can do. With SQ1, we pushed the boundary, and the ARM-based platform is starting at a 7-watt chipset, which then, changing the chip itself, re-engineering all the tools, the architecture to an incredibly fast, powerful experience. You will not find this anywhere else out there. And together with Qualcomm, we also redesigned the GPU and other pieces of silicon IP, which I want to say, but I'm not allowed to. And all that creates, I want to just get this, I want to hear this data point. It's an important one because it kind of grounds it. This product has 3 times more performance per watt than the Surface Pro 6. All right. What the heck does all that mean? Let me just tell you in plain terms. How about that? Better battery life, lighter, faster, unprecedented performance. That's what this category is all about. That's what you need in this product. Better battery life, faster, thinner, lighter, unprecedented performance. All while running the full power of Windows, full power of Office, the apps you love, Edge, and Chrome. It's a very powerful product. We're excited about it. Now, Surface Pro X is also the first Windows PC ever to have an integrated AI engine. Now, the team is pretty excited about these possibilities. And so I want to show you an example of what would you do with an AI engine in a PC. This hasn't been done before. What does it mean? What is the intelligent edge? Where does it connect? Let's talk about people. So of all the things I'm going to tell you about performance today, which pretty much that's what we say a lot, probably the most powerful thing you will hear today is the power of human connection. That, fundamentally, is powerful. Now, it turns out, eye contact, that's one of the drivers of human connection. Now, your face has a language all its own. You ever been looking at somebody and they look down at their watch? Or you're looking at somebody and look down at their phone, but you were just looking them in the eyes? And that disconnect, have you been there? Me too. It happens a lot to me, as it turns out. It's happening right now. I can point at 4 or 5 of you. It tells me I should probably speed up. There's a lot of information you can get when you're making eye contact, and there's a lot of information you can get when you're not. So when somebody gives you their eyes, you can really feel that connection. But when they don't, you can feel that too. Now today, when you look at your screen and you make a call, a video call, or use a webcam, that's what happens. You're looking at your screen. And so when you're looking across the ocean at each other, or across state, or in different conference rooms, or in different parts of the house, depending on, that happens to me, believe it or not, you're not looking each other in the eyes. So how do we get to that point where we can connect even deeper, where we can have that conversation, where we can co-engineer products deeper, where we can work together as humans and continue to push things forward? Okay, take a look at this video. This is Stevie. He's got a massive head in this picture. I'm sorry, we tried to make it smaller. He's on Teams. You can't make it smaller because his brain's in the way, basically. But Stevie's brilliant. Now watch this line, watch his eyes. He's looking at the screen now. Now watch as the line crosses. Look how his eyes subtly, ever so subtly come up, and now he's looking right at your eyes. Yeah. It's super subtle. But Stevie, he talks more than me, believe it or not, and he will talk for a while here. But here's the deal. When you see that demo, normally that demo on a regular PC, on a Surface even, or a discrete GPU, it would pull about 15 watts from the product, which basically means your product slows down, you can't do much else. That's why it doesn't happen today. But with the new SQ1 chip and the work with Qualcomm and the incredible engineering, that small moment that usually pushes 15 watts off your GPU uses 50 times less power and doesn't even touch the GPU, which means if you're using Microsoft Teams and you're on a call and you're pushing PowerPoint and you're trying to understand things, you can still stay connected just like we are right now as I look at you and you look at me. That's powerful. This is the example of power on the intelligent edge. When it comes down to it, when we can compute through the cloud and also connect as humans, it's a pretty powerful scenario. What do you think? It's pretty cool. Okay, here you go. Let me just get to this, because it's absolutely my favorite feature. Watch this, if you can get this. Holly, take this shot right here. Do you see this? I'm going to open the type cover, and I'm going to pull out the pen that's stored right in it. This is the Surface Slim Pen. Now, what did I do? I just pulled out a pen that's constantly recharging, that's always there for you. And if you want to be in your flow, the minute I pull it out, if you look here on the screen, the whiteboard app opens. This is incredible work by the Windows team, by the Shell team. Right when I pull the pen out, what you end up seeing is, you want to full screen snip this page, you want to get into your notes, what was your thought, how do you write it down? I write every night at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. every night, maybe 3, Mary, we argue about this, but fundamentally, I do write, and that's how I create, and that's where I do my creating and thoughts. That is my piano moment. For sure. And now with Surface Pro X, I just pull the pen out right there. I start writing. I don't have to look for it. It's there forever. I put it in. Once I put it in, it finds its spot. It starts charging. I close it. I take it with me. It is a very, very, very powerful scenario. What do you think? That cool? Like, that's a scenario. Look, I know it's small. I know it's small, but sometimes the smallest things have the biggest impact. And this is one where, you know, when I was a kid, we talk about this analogy, Rolf and I all the time in the lab, we put analogies to every product. So in the inside of product making, the way we talked about this was pretty simple. You have a pencil pouch when you were a kid. Do you remember that? Or a pen pouch? You do, right? Oh my gosh, yeah, sorry. So I'll explain the sorry later. There's 3-ring binder. Do you remember those? Yeah, I don't think they exist anymore. But there's a 3-ring binder, and then there's this pencil pouch, and you would unzip it when your teacher told you to get something out, and you take the, oh my gosh, it's so nostalgic. And so when you can get back to that, just like this, you know what this is? That's that pen case or pencil pouch when you were a kid, and you need your pen, it's right there for you. It's pretty powerful. Now, the other thing about the type cover that's important is the typing. It turns out that typing on a product like this matters. It also turns out that pointing on a product like this matters. If you want to be productive on a 2-in-1, you need a mouse. I know, again, I said that for the laptop. It just also happens to be true for the 2-in-1. We're pretty proud of this product. Now, Surface Pro X is a super powerful product. We got that. The GPU pushes over 2 teraflops, and that's incredible work with that custom design with the Qualcomm team. It's combined with LTE, it has this fantastic screen, and it has an incredible pen experience. Robin talked about the pen experience, but the new pen even drives it further. Better latency, better tilt, 4,096 points of pressure, all of that's real. And the best way to bring it together is by showing you the app that maybe you're gonna go create on yourself. An app that I'm inspired by, and a company that inspires me. Scott Belsky, who's a great friend of mine, and the Chief Product Officer over at Adobe, would like to come out here and show you the newest edition of their Creative Cloud for Surface Pro X. Scott?
Thanks, Panos. Thank you. Wow. So I'm very happy to be here on behalf of Adobe at this exciting Surface event. Surface is an important platform for Creative Cloud and will become even more important in the future, largely because creativity has never been more important. As artificial intelligence and machines take over so many mundane, everyday tasks and even jobs, creativity becomes essential. More and more, we won't be judged on how quickly we can complete tasks. Rather, we'll succeed with our ideas and our ability to present these ideas in compelling and creative ways. Creativity is the most uniquely human trait there is, and it is how we will all make our mark. Now, as creativity becomes more important, it must not be constrained to the desktop. People need to create where and when inspiration strikes, on the plane, during their commute, in bed late at night, wherever it is. And that's why we're reimagining many of our flagship Creative Cloud products to extend them from the desktop to mobile platforms like the Surface. These devices are perfect for creating on the go. They are slim, they're always connected, fast, and we've worked closely with Microsoft to make pen and touch a natural and expressive way to create on the Surface. We know that millions of our customers use Creative Cloud on Windows, and more than half of Surface Book customers today are Creative Cloud customers. So we're excited and committed to doing the work to bring much of Creative Cloud to the Surface platform. Now, we want to show you one of the first great creative tools optimized for the Surface, Adobe Fresco, our new painting and drawing app. As you'll see, Fresco recreates the feeling of painting and drawing with natural materials, especially with our live brushes that reproduce the behavior, the actual behavior of oil and watercolor paints. So please welcome my colleague Jinjin Sun, who will demonstrate Adobe Fresco.
Hi, I'm Jinjin. I'm an illustrator and a senior experience designer at Adobe, and I'm so excited to show you Adobe Fresco on the Surface Pro X. Today, I'm going to be drawing a quick portrait of a woman in profile. So I'll just come over here and get set up. And I'm ready to start sketching. So I'm going to start by just blocking in a sketch, getting the rough shapes in there. And then I'll refine the silhouette, get the nose, lips, and eye. And I think I'm ready for line work now. So I will lighten this and go in with lines. So for the lines, I'm going to use Fresco's vector brushes, which are really nice for lines because they remain super crisp and clear, no matter how far you're zoomed in or out. They're also responsive to pressure, which creates a really nice, natural feeling line. So I'll get the lips here, the eye, eyebrow, get the shoulder and the hair. Great, so I don't need my sketch anymore. It's time for color. And I think I'll start with the lips. So I'll make sure the pencil brush is selected, and I'll pick a pink. And I'll just start coloring in there. You can see I've gone outside the lines. I need to clean that up, so I'll zoom in. You can see those vector lines stay super crisp, even at 400%. And all I need to do is turn this pen around and use the back of it to just start erasing, just like with a real pencil. That's done, and I can add some more shading. So I think I will add some teal eyeshadow here, again with the pencil brush. And this pen, when I'm using the tip, I get a nice, fine, sharp line. But if I lay the pen on its side and use light pressure, I can get this nice, blended, soft effect, just like with a real pencil again. So I'll just finish, add a little bit more shading. Maybe a bit of highlight in yellow. And then go to another one of our pixel brushes for maybe some more texture. So I think I'll try the block stain here, use some pink, get that in, and then use dark blue for the shirt. So for the hair, I'd like to use our live oil brushes. These are really exciting because they blend just like real oils. So I'll just start by laying in some of that dark blue, and then I will add green. So with that in, you can see we get a really beautiful blending and smearing, just like with real oils. I love doing this. It's so much fun. So I'll finish out with some yellow. That highlight in there. And to close this out, I'll just round out the background with some texture. So I'll go back to my trusty pixel brushes, choose a spatter texture, and just start going in to round out that background. And all that's left is to sign it. So I'll go ahead, put my signature on that, and just finish out. And there we go.
Thank you, Jinjin, huh? That's awesome. Thanks again, Jinjin. All right. It's amazing to see technology like that with algorithms that took years to develop to determine how these oils and watercolors behave into a demo like that. It's awesome. So Fresco is powerful enough for creative professionals, but it's accessible to everyone, kids, adults, the creator, and all of us. We are really excited to say that Fresco will launch on the Surface very soon. A number of other Creative Cloud applications are already available throughout the Surface platform. So Acrobat, Adobe Acrobat, and Acrobat Reader, and we're working hard to bring other key parts of Creative Cloud to the Surface Pro X as soon as possible. Thank you. Thanks, man. That was of course.
All right. That was incredible, right? I mean, that is talent. Holy cow, talking about getting in your flow. That was amazing. That was cool. That was cool. All right. Surface Pro X is going to be available early November. You can pre-order it right now. I suggest if you want it, you should probably pre-order it. So get on that. Now, here are all the products you saw today. Surface Laptop 13-inch with fabric and metal. Surface Laptop 15-inch with AMD and Intel. You saw those come together. Surface Pro 7 and its powerhouse. You saw the new Surface earbuds, which I'm so proud of, and the way they connect in that translation feature for me when I speak with my father. It's going to be magical. You also saw Surface Pro X. We're pretty proud of this lineup. It's our largest lineup we've ever shipped. We believe this helps this symphony forward. What did you think of this lineup? We're pretty proud of it. Fans happy? Okay. So I want to do something we've not done before. And I want to take a few minutes with you to talk a little bit about the future of our products. And really, over the last few weeks, I have been debating how to do this. This is not my thing. Like, how do we show you our products before they're finished? Like, your mind, for me, it spins and rattles. I was backstage with Satya, and I told him I'm more nervous than normal. I don't know. There was these moments of like, wait a minute, and he kind of looked at me like, what? You can't be nervous? We don't. Just totally fair feedback. So that was our one-on-one. We're going to show you a product that's ready next holiday. There's a reason for that. We want to bring our fans on the journey. We're glad you're here. But we also want to bring developers on this journey with us. There are people across Windows working tirelessly right now on these products. And how our developers, fans, and customers come along, I think, is pretty powerful. And while we have an incredible lineup coming this holiday, you just saw it, pre-order it right now. I'm pumped about it. I am super pumped. It's also important we transition here. And when we started Surface, we had this vision. And it was a vision to remove the conflict between a laptop and a tablet. We thought we were creating the two-in-one, but it was a lot more than just that. We developed a line of products that are more versatile, more adaptable, and personal than we thought we would get to. We took a tablet, we added a keyboard. You would click in, and you did more. We then made a laptop, and we removed the screen to create with the person next to you. We then took this thing called a desktop with a floating sheet of pixels that you would pull towards you so you had a creative canvas, as Satya talked about earlier. We invested in things at the time that so many people challenged and really didn't understand. But all of it was there to empower your ideas just to flow. That flow is from your mind to your heart and out your hand onto these canvases. Now, over the years, these technologies and this company has come together as one. They come together to create unique and amazing products, and like the ones you saw today. They're all designed to help you achieve more. But as we think about the future of Microsoft, in a world that's more mobile, more cloud-based, where the line blurs more between home, life, work, we wanted to make you a product that felt smaller, a product that fit your lifestyle, but also, in a big way, make you more productive and creative. And today, we want to introduce you to a new product that I believe is the next category. Product is the product that's made to adapt to you in both form and function. Not just in two postures, but every posture, creating limitless flow, uninterrupted. Building on our past with Windows, Office, Edge, Teams, Azure, while continuing to innovate for the future in a way that only this company can do. This is Surface Neo. right? Like, should I even talk? You must be tired of me by now. Look, it's hard to tell people your kids are beautiful, but this product is beautiful. There's truly nothing else like this out there. Nothing. Every single detail of this design is thought through. Each material individually selected and brought to you. The device was created to be light and thin, so you can hold it in all its postures. Each side of this product is 5.6 millimeters thin. 5.6. It's the thinnest LCD that's ever been created. It's incredible how small it is. I got to be careful. I'm not, this is the whole thing. You give away all this information a year before your product launches. You start to get a little paranoid. 655 grams, so when you carry it, it feels incredibly light. It's surrounded by Gorilla Glass. It's unbelievably robust, easy to carry with you anywhere you go, and we designed a product that you would be proud to pull out of your bag. And that's what this product is. The premium feel you've come to expect from us. The quality, reliability, synonymous with Surface, part of this device. The 360-degree hinge that you see here and what this product can do. And as you feel it, it feels incredible. It's a combination of micro gears adding a torque system that create this perfect feel when opening and closing. There's over 60 micro coax cables that run between these two hinges to create perfect synergy, bringing these two 9-inch screens together. Those coax cables are thinner than a human hair, and they run through to create that perfection between two screens. It's amazing when you put two screens side by side to see how the brain lights up. I've not seen anything like it. It enables these unlimited postures, that idea of limitless flow in any position you want to put this product in. Your pen's on the back magnetically charging. So when you just want to put it to the screen and create the way we just showed you on Pro X, it's easy to do. And it gets you right there. For me, it's a dream when I use this device. Now, for each of the products that we make, we talk as a team about the one thing. What is the one thing about this product? And there's so many things, but to make a great product, you have to focus on one thing. And everything else comes around. And that one thing generally is the thing that invokes emotion. It's the thing that gets you into your flow. It's the thing that matters most on the device. Now, the keyboard also magnetically seals to the back of the product and integrates perfectly. And when you fold it, the transition that happens in the perfect flow between Windows, software, the hardware of this device coming to life, it almost feels like you're using the Force when the keyboard comes. You go, whoa, that's exactly what I expected to happen. It's incredible. And then when you're done, you just close it and you take it with you. It's very powerful what this device can do as it adapts to what you want to do. When you see people using two apps at the same time, and we measure brains, believe it or not, I know that's kind of weird, but we do. We can see how easy a task is to complete. When we see people expanding a single app across two screens, what can happen when that app is enlightened? It is powerful. This is that combination of hardware, software, and cloud-based work at Microsoft coming to life through a device. It provides the ultimate in mobile productivity. Now, this thing is designed through and through with a brand new continuation and expression. You can pick your words of Windows 10 built for dual screens. And the best way to understand it, and actually the best way to feel it, I'm going to introduce you to a person who I work with daily. And we push this device to its limits. We push it with the hardware and software coming together. Carmen Zlatov is one of our partner program managers from the Windows team. She leads the software experience on this product. Carmen?
Hi, Panos.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. Thank you. Thank you, Panos. I'm excited to be here today to talk about what's powering Surface Neo. It's a new expression of Windows 10 that we've been designing and building for the last couple of years with hundreds of engineers and designers at Microsoft. Our goal is to fuel a new era of mobile productivity and creativity across two screens. Today, I am proud to introduce Windows 10X. It was designed and optimized for dual screen devices just like Surface Neo, keeping you in your flow no matter how you work, create, and learn. Windows has always been about productivity, and now we take that to another level on dual screens. First, we are very familiar here. We've got search, I've got my apps, my websites, and all my stuff. I can get going quickly anywhere. When I launch an app, it launches on the side of the device in which I invoked it, and inviting me to launch another application on the right side of the device so I can cross-reference information or even multitask. But there are moments in my flow where I want to be focused exclusively on one experience. In most cases, it's very simple to take this using an interaction we call spanning, and I can span the application across the two screens. Neo reflows the app across the two screens and optimizes the layout, giving me the focus I need. Also to note, Windows 10X running on Neo supports the breadth of Windows applications, including Office, so that I always have the apps that I rely on. Okay, so as I'm going through my mail, I come across a link. Watch what happens. As I tap this, you will notice that it launches on the second screen, keeping me in my flow. I can now view that website or continue to go through my mail. Postures, or the different postures and the different positions that we're in during the day, really do matter. As you transition throughout your day with Neo, your experiences follow you in intuitive ways and help you stay in flow. There are many times in my day where I need to send a longer reply or edit a Word document. And for that, I need a real keyboard. Panos talked to you about the elegance of the hardware keyboard. It magnetically attaches, it's wirelessly charging, and it's always there when I need it. But watch this. The magic is really when we marry that with the software. Look at what Neo does. Did you see that? It recognized the keyboard, and it revealed the Wonderbar. The Wonderbar is another powerful tool that helps you be even more creative and more productive. It gives you rich expressive input. It even gives me a full trackpad for mouse and cursor input. And it gives me the ability to ink right on there. Neo delivers the widest range of flexible postures. Helps you to be productive wherever you are. Go ahead and pick up the pen and take notes in the book posture. Add the keyboard for full laptop capabilities, including a mouse. Need even more screen? Pull off the Bluetooth keyboard, set it in front of you, and use the power of those two screens. Neo is ready for you. Now, let's be honest. I think we all love to binge watch our Netflix shows. So I'm going to get one playing here for us. When we're in the middle of watching these shows, sometimes inspiration strikes, or we're reminded that we have something we need to get done. You can do that here. What I'm going to do with the ease of interactions in Windows 10X and the presence of the second screen on Surface Neo, I can move my content to the second screen. This allows me to stay in full productivity and get my work done. Neo keeps you in your flow, no matter how you work, create, and learn. I hope you've all enjoyed this first look at a few of the new experiences, all powered by Windows 10X on Surface Neo, which is coming to you holiday 2020. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Carmen. It is amazing to see the company come together to create new experiences. Now, you saw the hardware evolve, you saw the software evolve. Let's take a minute and talk about how the silicon has to evolve to make a product like this to come together. In this product is a brand new processor created by Intel called the Intel Lakefield processor. It's a hybrid CPU. It's the first of its kind with an 11th gen graphics engine designed specifically for this product, for dual screens. And they've reduced the silicon footprint so much that we only have to use half the size of a regular PCB. So how do you get a product that thin, 5.3 millimeters on each side or 5.4? It's the work that the teams do together between the hardware, the silicon, and all the way through Windows that comes together to make something like this come together. It all supports not only the thinness of the device, but the weight of it and the power of it. It's incredible work that the teams all do together to bring products like this to life. Now, Neo's not only the next new Surface, it's the next category. Now with two gorgeous screens, bringing together the best of Microsoft from Windows, Office, to Teams, through Azure. And it all comes together on this single beautiful device. It's the device that puts you at the center. It adapts to who you are. I really can't wait. I can't wait for you to experience it. I showed you kind of early, but I can't wait. But we do need to get it into developers' hands as soon as possible. We know that. We know that magical experiences are to come off this product, so when you can get it next holiday, it will be perfect. What do you think of what you saw today? I like that. I liked it too. The way I think about what you saw today was a symphony of devices coming together, connecting us, connecting each other, even connecting the devices. It really felt like it was that. I want to say thank you. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We're not done. If this was a symphony, it'd be missing one instrument. That's what will be happening. And I read your tweets, and I saw the leaks, and I read the websites. I got that. Good job. You guys did your job. Everyone in here did their job. You got it all right except for one thing. Take a look.
Sometimes I get a good feeling, yeah. I get a feeling that I never had before, no. Hello? I just wanna tell you right now that I believe, I really do believe that something's got a hold on me, yeah. Oh, something's got a hold on me right now, yeah. Let me tell you now, I've got a feeling that feels so strange. Everything about me seems to have changed. Step by step, I got a brand new walk. I even sound sweeter when I talk. I said, hey baby, oh, it must be love, you know it must be love.
I am pretty excited to show this to you. Yeah, this is me excited. This is Surface Duo. I'm super clear. You're going to talk about this. You're going to talk about it as a phone, and I get that. And you're going to talk about it as a communication device, and it does both those things incredibly well, for sure. For sure, you can text, you can write, you can do what you want. But make no mistake, this product is a Surface. And how beautiful is this product? Not just because of the hardware, nope, no. But because how productive you can be on it. The premium fit, finish, the thinness, pretty incredible. All the adaptable postures you saw in Surface Neo enabled right here by that same 365-degree hinge. The two side-by-side 5.6-inch displays come together in an incredibly powerful way, enabling every single one of the postures you see there. And this product brings together the absolute best of Microsoft. And we're partnering with Google to bring together the absolute best of Android into one product. That unique design ethos and innovation that Surface brings with every single app in the Android ecosystem. This is industry-pushing technology. And it's technology pushing possibilities. People need to use their phones to be more productive. But phones have their limits. Think about starting a mail, an important mail, and then finishing it on your PC. Ever done that? What about when you're on a video call and you're asked a question, maybe what time's the game? What time are you going to be home for dinner? What does your schedule say? When's the next meeting? What's the score in your fantasy matchup? What do? You get out of the video call. You lose the thing we talked about that might be the most powerful thing on the planet, which is human connection. You blur your screen and you go get the information. You're also context switching. Your working memory is flushing. You're right out of your flow. Or sometimes you pull data from one app and you have to put it in another. And you have to switch between those apps. Maybe a frequent flyer number or an address. Or maybe just trying to get an address into your maps. But what if you could just push a button and two screens would light up with the two apps you wanted? We absolutely know scientifically that you will be more productive on two screens. Much more than one screen ever could do. But it has to be elegant. It has to fit in your pocket. It has to be robust. It has to fit in your bag. And it's not just more real estate you need. It's not. It's defined real estate. It's structure and the way the mind takes it. That seam down the middle lights the product up in ways that are almost impossible to explain because you have to feel it. And that space drives you into flow. And the opportunity that I'm most excited about announcing this product early is fundamentally bringing developers along with us, creating APIs that create magical experiences across dual screens. The idea that you can do two tasks and context switch with ease without losing focus. this is a powerful product. This will come holiday 2020. We are excited to see what you will do with dual screen devices, both across Windows and across Android. And we're even more excited of how developers will create enlightened apps and experiences across both Duo and Neo on any platform. We showed you today where Surface and Microsoft are. We're also showing you where we're going. But if there is one person who can bring all of this together beautifully, it would be Satya Nadella. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Panos, Robin, Carmen, Jinjin, and Scott. It's just been incredible. Today you saw us reimagine pretty much every part of the tech stack. How we infuse AI into silicon, to how people interact with their devices instinctually using all their senses, even the role of operating systems, and a new app model that lights up these new form factors, dual screens, an app model that in fact spans experiences across devices. We have a Surface device for everyone to create more wherever they are. It takes me back to that sense of wonder and empowerment that I felt as a 15-year-old. That's the opportunity we want to create, for each of us to feel more confident, more capable, and be more in control. A symphony of progress, a symphony of devices and experiences to create a world we want to live in. Thank you all very, very much.
Listen, innovation has a sound, and each of us is a musician playing in a symphony of progress. Can you hear it? That's the sound of devices, helping us turn data into melodies, ideas into realities, limits into opportunities, empowering us to change what's doable, push beyond what's probable, to redefine what's possible. But for all technology can do, in the end, it's just an instrument waiting to be played until you, the artist, brings it to life. So grab technology, play something meaningful, something true, something that touches and inspires. Write the score of illumination, the song of inspiration, the music of celebration, and play it loud. Because your solo is part of a bigger story, the music of technology. And when we play it together, we do more than change the world. We create it. Let's play.